Hello everybody, welcome back to Wolfeei. Today we will be talking about the first half of the MCC Mashup teams. For anyone who doesn't know, the MCC Mashup event will be taking place next week on Saturday, on November 15th at 8 p.m. GMT, usual MCC start time, 3 EST for EST viewers, 9 p.m. for any Dutch people. Important. Me. Anyways. Yeah, the first half of the teams have been announced, and there are some fun, exciting teams in there, right? There are some returning players, not like from a long time ago, but more so people that I don't think were expected to be back already. And that's very exciting. So let's get into the teams right away, starting with the Red Rabbits, which might be the thumbnail team, because Grian is here. What? Team consists of Cambam, Grian, Jojo Solos, and Michaela. Very fun squad. Also indicates this is a bit more of a casual friendly roster, at least overall, considering that you don't have like two top players on the same team, blah blah blah, whatever. On this team at least. We'll get to the other ones. And yeah, should be a really fun team. People point out that the Green Michaela duo, of course, is one that is very surprising, but I think it's a very fun one. I think energy-wise they should mesh quite nicely, and I think Jojo kind of glues the team together a little bit. Cam, of course, in the mix as well. Lovely to see him back. And yeah, should be a W team, W inclusions all across the board. Also, shout out to the graphics team, because they made like actual custom graphics for all of these, which is very interesting. I think this looks like a really nice background. Hell yeah. Either way, next up, we have the Orange Ocelots, consisting of Han-XX Rose, H-Bomb, Infinite Drift, and Shelby, which is a very fun squad, yet again. I'm going to say this for every team, because it's true. Like, the one thing you gotta always give to MCC teams is that the vibes are good. There's no L vibes teams. It's always good vibes. And this should be pretty interesting. Squad H and Hannah as a duo, of course, is pretty good. They will probably bounce off of each other quite nicely, considering Hannah, I would say, excels more on the like individual front, right? Ace Race, she's been doing pretty well at. She's more of a PvP player, of course, whereas H, I feel like, is more of a team player, right? And stuff like Sands of Time, or even something I feel like Bingo or Grid Runners, he could be a very good teammate to have. Rounded out by Shelby and Drift, of course, very fun squadron. Shelby, one of the biggest OGs you have in MCC history, and Drift, second event, debuted in the Lego MCC like a month or two ago. So yeah, exciting to see them back as well. One of the newest MCC players. So, hell yeah. Next up, we have the yellow team, Yellow Yaks, with, gotta point it out, W inclusion, the S, classic S, consisting of Forsey, Becky, Gluon, and Feinberg. This is a pretty good team. Even Scott has mentioned it. We'll get to that post right away. Very solid team, of course. Feinberg, top frag, probably guaranteed top 3 for this event. Maybe top 5, depends on who else is in, of course. Probably top 5, I would say. Forsey had a bit of a rough debut, but bounced back very strongly in Rivals, getting, I think, 5th or like 6th, somewhere up there. At least top 10, which is incredible. So that's a very solid duo, of course. Then Becky, I think has like bounced back and forth on the leaderboard. I think she had like a lower end performance recently, but then I checked for Rivals, she got like 20 something. So that's, you know, a bit higher. Very, very solid third frag for this team. So exciting to see how that will play out. And Gluon on another team solo, of course. Which this might be a potential Simmers win. I don't think Gluon has made it to the... I think Gluon might have made it to Dutch Bolt before. I don't actually remember. Regardless, there's potential for a Gluon Dodgeball appearance, which I think is exciting. It's a very fun, like, you know, person to see in a Dodgeball. We don't really see that happen very often. And the Reddit can finally shut up about Feinberg teams, man. Scott literally talked about it. I never want to see another post about how Feinberg gets nerfed more than others and never gets a good team. You lot hear me? If I do, I'm going to ask the mod team here to insta-ban you. Glad you like the team, though. I think it's going to be real fun vibes. Scott is kind of talking his you know, he's talking. He's right. Because as much as Reddit is a community outlet where people can express their opinions, when there's this Reddit cult of Feinberg viewers that just go, wham, wham, wham. My streamer got a team that isn't as strong as all the other ones. One post is enough, man. You don't gotta make like 10 posts about it and be like, I hate Scott's Major because he can't team balance. And this applies to bloggers as well, okay? Because don't worry, you can tell Scott replies to the Reddit. I make videos on Reddit stuff. We see it, okay? We see feedback, but you don't have to whine and complain about it, okay? Regardless, I think this yellow team will be really fun. It's pretty unique. Like, I don't think Fine's teamed with anyone on this team before. This is like a pretty different Feinberg team. I feel like Fine's usually paired up with like Hermit's SMP type of vibe. Now this is an SMP type of vibe. I think I'm getting followed by people for the creator SMP, which I will talk about soon, by the way. Also Wolfeei back, of course, one of the newest MCC players. This will be his 3rd event in a row, which is very exciting. I think it makes sense. As much as Wolfeei is on the better end of players, he's also one of the more unique inclusions, I think, in MCC, being a like OG lifesteal SMP rep, which is very exciting. So hell yeah, should be a really fun team. Wolfeei and Becky already teaming again. Should be fun. Hell yeah. Next up, we have the Llamas, which is an interesting situation because this is the opposite of the Feinberg team. Consisting of Fire Breathman, Mythical Sausage, Rendog, and Azuma. This is a type of team that I thought Feinberg would get, right? Usually, or at least typically, Fine gets like a Hermit, 1 or 2 players plus, you know, adjacent, and then Feinberg. This around it's Shane, who, you know, probably this is probably a team that's gonna place either around the middle or lower, just generally because of the lack of like a second tier player, right? Shane himself, of course, standout player, one of the best, if not the best, arguably, player in MCC right now. I think X and Sausage haven't played that much recently, I want to say. I don't recall the last time that they played. Rendog, of course, was in pretty recently. So, should be interesting to see how they will perform. I think team games are going to be this team's biggest potential gain, and knowing Shane, he'll pull some strings together to make, you know, to pull this team up to like 5th or 6th or wherever. Not looking forward to the team prediction stream because everyone's gonna be like, Wolfeei, I think I know who gets last, because I don't agree, because it's Fire Breathman, and he will make it happen. But fun team regardless, of course. Big dude squad. I love seeing the dude squad vibes. Very cool. And as much as I don't like the Llamas as a like team color mascot combination, the teams that are usually on Lime are pretty fun. So hell yeah. And then last, but certainly not least, is the Green Geckos, which consists of Cubfan, Lagundo, Phil's of Minecraft, and CPK, which is a fun squad. Lagundo, also one of the most recent additions to the MCC roster, at least on the permanent front, also debuting, or re-debuting rather, in the LEGO event. Paired up together with Cub, Phil, and Callum makes like so much sense. I know Lagundo and Phil had done some, I don't know if it was like a, from what I remember, when Lagundo played in Rising, Phil practiced with them or something like that. Obviously with Phil there, Callum fits in very nicely. Cubfan also fits in very nicely. People are calling this the Unction, as you can see right here. Team Unk. Hey, chill. But you are right. This is the Unction on a team. So yeah, should be fun. I'm excited to see how they will do. It is a team that doesn't have like a proper top frag, but it also doesn't have a proper bottom frag. So yeah, no like first frag, but no fourth. It's like 2 second frags and 2 third frags, probably. I think. Yeah, probably on the same team. Excited to see how that will play out. And that leads us to, hello, I'm in game. These are the teams, which is, of course, very fun start of the roster. What remains is to be seen tomorrow. We know Scott, of course, will probably be in this event. I would expect Captain Sparkles to probably be in this event. I could see Kara Corvus being in this event. Some typical, like, you know, reoccurring players. Maybe Purple if he's available. Sneak Snack's a classic. More Hermits. Maybe newcomers. I don't really know who to expect for newcomers nowadays. if I had to guess, maybe you could see a Pangy to main event, or yeah, Pangy like debut or re-debut rather, I guess, like a proper normal MCC plus maybe Lukey, or maybe we see like other lifesteal members like Radoons, Derapchu, Zam, Clown Pierce. Who knows? I have my fingers crossed for either Pangy or Clown. My Dutch brothers, look, man, I've said this for a while. I just want a Dutch person as a main MCC player, and I feel like me, Clown, Pangy are the best people that are to be chosen for that representation slot, and I would happily give that spot to either Clown or Pangy. Well, not give, but more. That spot is given to Clown or Pangy. You get my point. I just want a Dutch person, man. That's all I asked for. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Come back tomorrow, be there live, because we did this on stream, and it's fun. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Goodbye!